the basic needs of the individual should be fulfilled first. Then only he can think about luxury. So China actually is having so much of surplus amount of wealth, which actually has come out from this international trade. So certainly, I mean, it can invest anywhere wherever actually it wants. And majority of this surplus wealth or surplus capital actually has been invested through corruption in any other way. We have seen in supply, we have seen in
This is a very harsh point, corruption and all other.
okay. No, I'm not alienating the other countries. I'm alienating the China itself.
No, I'm like fine, but
Okay.
it's a very sharp point.
It's a very sharp because the way actually it is occupying the oil fields in the entire Eurasian region, the way actually it is occupying the mineral resources in Africa, the way actually it is occupying through this the policy of debt trap, how actually it has done in Sri Lanka, how it actually China has done in Bangladesh, Chittagong, then in Sri Lanka it is Hambantota. So and especially they are also trying to throw India from Maldives as well. So this is how, I mean, somewhere actually the corruption is involved, and the surplus amount of the wealth which China actually has generated through the international trade, it is investing through that way. And actually it is the policy of OBOR or this BRI or Belt and Road Initiative. Majority of the amount actually has been invested in such a manner that it will automatically will benefit to China, not to the recipient country. So that's one point. Second thing is, on the basis of generating employment to the developing country or to the recipient country, it is completely a fake. The terms and condition, if you can go through, it will create a kind of the tender will go to the Chinese company, the workers will be Chinese, the material will comes from China. Only they will construct the road or the infrastructure, and from the point of investing till the end point or the end end product, entire thing Chinese money routed through different manner and going towards China back. So there is except the infrastructure, nothing actually these recipient countries are actually getting out of it. And for that, these countries has to repay it for decades with a very heavy interest.
Yeah, and third time, yeah, I'm telling you. So you don't believe in a bright future of Belt and Road Initiative?
Not at all.
And a
not
bright
at all.
future for Central Asians?
Central Asia is in a very, very in a fortunate situation. I'll tell you how. See, I mean, especially in the academics, people are actually having that, okay, it is a new great game which is happening. Majority of the international players are actually investing in Central Asia. But Central Asia, first is, the Central Asian market is a huge market, as I consider. There is a huge possibilities of investment as well as for generating employment, and their own economy can also be it can also be have more possibilities in future. The reason is, first, if the governments, I'm not, first of all, I'm not giving a critique, neither I'm, see, the way after 1991, after the transition, the kind of transition actually people have gone through. In this way, only three things is important. One is education, health, and security. If these three things can be managed by the state, rest of the things people will manage. So even if the Central Asian government can also focus on these three things, the basic requirement for the health and education, which is necessary for the development of any of the individual, and the security, certainly it is the subject of the state. If these three things has been managed by the state, rest of the things, development and other things, automatically the society and the economy can grow. Right. That is on my perception. And I hope this will also slightly, it's a kind of welfareism, but with the human beings.
And Chabahar will happen or not?
The only here actually the geopolitical conditions important. If the US sanction actually is becoming more harsh and harsh over Iran, one, certainly it is not going to be one. Second, if Iran actually can be able to balance all these US sanctions along with the geopolitical turbulence which is there in the entire West Asia now, if it is also going to be managed by Iran, then certainly, and at least a kind of a link to joint, I mean to have a link with the international north-south transport corridor from Iran, it may work. Alternative route, certainly, nowadays in India in academics actually there is another route that they have also talked about, this Middle East corridor. My personal opinion is that Middle East, we people of India, we never use the word Middle East. We use only West Asia. So this term actually is coming from the US side. It is not the Indian creation. It is a Western creation. But whether it will be feasible, because it is a multimodal, and multimodal for international trade, it is very difficult to manage, because one cargo ship is equal to around 6 to 7 cargo trains. So one ship actually you are loading and then unloading and then again you are loading. It will be a huge task, and which is not going to be it's not going to become very successful. So certainly the Chabar is the only one where actually we can have a slight hope, at least, if the geopolitics of this region actually can be managed. Otherwise, the best way is to, whatever the traditional route is there, we can go. But here, we can prioritize things like, for the trade with Central Asia, at least the commodity, the goods, which can, for a longer time at least they can be preserved, they can transport it, or those who are heavy, they can be transported to the traditional route. And especially, for example, pharmaceuticals can be transported through through the airways. Services, we can also cooperate. Security or military operations, joint military operations, that also we can operate. Especially in IT industry, we can also operate. Then this textile industry. Certainly Central Asia is the world's best cotton actually they are producing. So it can also be done. I mean, cotton is not a big thing. So certainly they can, with the traditional route also, we can have a more cooperation, as well as the trade can also be enhanced. Culturally, everybody knows that we are having a kind of, ancient linkages from this entire region. And our Bollywood industry, the film industry of India, along with the film industry of this entire Central Asian republics, they can also have a collaboration, because still the Indian movies are not a threat to any of the government in Central Asia, even till today.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Yes.
Oh, well, there are many fans. Still, there are many fans.
Yes, I have seen personally. When I was in Tashkent, that time I have seen, and people were dancing. Still, majority of the film, serials or films have been dubbed in the local language and telecasted and given, shown in the theaters.
Well, I myself, how I train? I put on Indian movie and then I start training. Without Indian movie, I cannot train. Om Shanti Om, Rab ne bana di jodi, Jod Akbar, what else?
See?
Right. Okay, a tricky question. Do you believe in C5 plus 1?
C5 plus 1?
Like, this is a new concept we are discovering now. C5 means 5 Central Asian together, because we have now a council of ministers, we consult with each other, the consultation is going on. Finally, it seems that we are coming to an understanding that one Central Asia country is nothing but 5 together. is the voice on the world arena.
Of course, yes.
And then say 5 plus 1, 1 goes for everything. One Russia, one China, one Turkey, one, I don't know, United States, one India. Do you believe in this? Do you see the transformation?
So C5 plus 1 in context of India, certainly it is having a bright future. The only thing is that the possibility is that we have to have a more people-to-people contact or track to diplomacy, which is more important. And here at least the way that Kazakhstan actually has given a visa-free entry, and that actually it is it's highly beneficial for the Kazakhstan. See, Kazakhstan, if I personally feel that whenever the Indian tourists are going, Central Asia was not the priority earlier. Now, at least if you are having a return ticket, then certainly within 14 days, you can easily go to Almaty or any of the Central Asian places. This will gives you a kind of benefit, a number of benefits. First, your airline is getting a kind of a capital. Your local vendors or those people who are nearby the tourist site, they are also getting a kind of a job. It is also giving a boost in your economy. Especially the tourism kind of job, which is available almost in all the countries, they are also getting a kind of a revenue. And ultimately, government is also, if once the economy actually is growing, at least on the lower level, it is also having a spillover effect over there.
Right. Right. No, actually, I had I was planning either to go, because I had almost 1 month of free time. So I was planning either to go to Pakistan or India, and I was in favor of Pakistan because I did not visit the country for many years now. But ticket fare to go to Pakistan is at least thrice more expensive than going to India, and of course, obviously, it is easier to go to India. And see, and people contact is also easier. And the last question, another tricky question: Uzbekistan or Kazakhstan? Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan? Well, at the time when Professor Pulbadan started his studies of Central Asia, there was one favorite tricky question. They will say, who will be the leader in Central Asia? Can you answer this, or you say that this is a nonsense questions now?
If this question actually, if you are it is actually contextualized first of all. Contextualized in the sense, if you are talking about the economic aspect, certainly Kazakhstan is the top one. If you are talking about with the geopolitical aspect, then certainly both Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan are also on the top. If you are talking about in the integrity part or the larger Central Asian framework or larger Central Asian framework, like the EU that Russia has also done earlier. So in that context, everybody is equal. And first of all, according to the theories of international politics, every sovereign nation, independent sovereign nation, is having equal weightage to everyone. So all are equals, and we believe in equality. But
I love your answer.
See, every sovereign nation, sovereign independent nation, is having a one entity, and everybody is equal here on international context, according to international law. With and especially for here actually I have to contest. If you are talking about India-Central Asia relationship, and then certainly all the 5 Central Asian republics are actually having the uniqueness in their nature, uniqueness in their resources, uniqueness in their culture, uniqueness in their political setup as well. So certainly everybody is important. For example, I'll give another thing. Regarding this, I can give you an example from ancient Indian literature. It is, I forget the reference, certainly some other time I'll give you. it is just a kind of epic where actually I'm giving the answer. Why everybody? Why everybody is important? A group of blind people was and with one guide, one proper guide, normal men. Uh, they were traveling for the long voyage, especially for pilgrimage. But so a group of blind people were traveling for a pilgrimage, and on the way, the guide actually have seen that one elephant was also coming towards on the way. So certainly we know that the blind people can experience the knowledge about touching. So the guide actually have asked, would you like to experience the elephant? So the group of blind people, everybody said, yes, certainly would like to. Because they were, by birth actually they were blind, so they have never, not having any kind of experience. So rather than sending a group, he has sent individually. The guide have sent, okay, you can go and touch the elephant. So one actually has gone, touched the feet of the elephant, and he has come back. So he is having, here actually two things is important. For a, it is an empirical experience, and empirical experience is is the best form of knowledge, getting knowledge. One person actually have touched the tail of the elephant. He was also having some kind of impression. One actually had touched the trunk of the elephant, and after that, the elephant has left, and he was asking, so okay, all of you have experienced elephant, so just tell me how the elephant is. So one said, elephant is like a pillar, elephant is like a broom, elephant is like a python. The only thing is, if you want to convince them, no, elephant is not like the pillar, elephant is not like the python, elephant is not like the broom, they will not be they will not be convinced. But the reality is, because you know that they are not completely incorrect, partially they are correct, because everybody have experienced the truth, everybody has known the this. So everybody's opinion, everybody's uniqueness is important, because there is a kind of a truth is already is already there. So certainly, because we can see the thing, we can see the elephant in life, so we know. But so if we consider their if we can combine their opinion, all the opinions, somehow we can reach to the idea of elephant. So this is, so because of that, everybody is important.
Indeed, like just to support your opinion, because I don't know, some people may not like it, but whenever I speak somewhere at the conferences, then I say, why dividing? First of all, 4 out of 5 Central Asians, we are not like separate languages. We're a dialect of one language. We are a dialect. Then we are excluding Tajiks, but we shouldn't exclude Tajiks, because we are not only interconnected, but we were like mixing. The culture is the same, just the language they're speaking is different. And also, as just one country of Central Asia, we do not signify anything, because world is big. World is big, and to be heard in this world, you have to be something, and this something when we are fight together.
So here actually one thing is also important. That we have to consider, because the communities in Central Asia, or the ethnic groups in Central Asia, all are actually, even in the local, any part of the world, if you go, all of the local communities are actually having their own heroes. They having their own geographical settings and all.
They have rights.
Okay, so certainly everybody will say, but here actually in the larger context, if C5 plus would like to come to existence, then certainly some of the things, especially kind of a nationalistic or the right-wing kind of opinions, that we are the only great, that actually have to be somewhere actually it has to be sacrificed, then only things can be okay.
No, as you know, to tell you the truth, as a Kazakh, I believe that we are the great. I'm so proud to be Kazakh. But I don't think that why Uzbek or Kyrgyz or Tajik or Turkmen doesn't have the same right as I have.
Everybody is having the same right, but
Yeah.
by doing this, that I am the only great. See, I'm a great can be accepted, but I'm the only great cannot be accepted.
No, but it can be accepted as I am the only great, let us say, for my child, for my beloved ones. That can be accepted. You know, as we have the proverb that a crow looking at his child saying, "Oh, my white one."
Okay.
You understand, yeah? In Kazakh, it sounds like "Karga balasına appağım" deydi. And so, like when I see my kids, I see that they are the most handsome kids in the world. Yeah, when you look at your kids, it's the same thing.
Certainly, because for every parents, their kids are the world's best kids. Okay, so but that can be only happen on the local level. But once you are coming to the unity, here actually everybody should be. See, I can give you another example from the West.
European Union, you say, no?
Not European Union.
No?
Say, see, I mean, all Central Asian can come together in such a manner. See, majority of the states, I mean, all the 50 states of United States of America, they are having the equal representation in the Senate. Here, whether the state is larger, whether the state is smaller, doesn't matter. It depends on how the constituent units, every state actually has been given the same representation.
NATO as well. NATO.
So once you are coming to a political unity, so in political sense, certainly if you are coming together with the political unity, so everybody actually being a sovereign independent nation, everybody is having an equal share.
Right. So, Pramod, I take it as your message to Kazakh students.
Thank you.
These students, first, I had this idea that I should record my lectures. And then I'm walking to the university, and I said, why do I bother to make these lectures? Let me give an idea to my students. They prepare questionnaire. They have a chance to communicate with the best world experts. They grow. And then I asked them, as I reached the university, would you dare to do this? They said, yes, why not? And then they prepared questionnaire. They did India, they did Iran, they did Pakistan, they did Uruguay, Spain, something else. And now they think that they are such a great expert in international relations. But now they don't say Dr. Puneet Gaur. No, they say, what is Uncle Puneet doing? They don't say Irfan Shahzad. They said, we already sent an interview we recorded to Uncle Irfan. And for them now, experts in international relations are just their uncles and aunties that are obliged to give them knowledge.
Okay.
So we have this concept. Thank you, Pramod.
Yes. Thank you.